you know, so I got a video sent to me today by one of my friends, and it made me think even more about the the goal that I have to lose weight, just to be all around healthier. I'm always gonna be a big guy, but there's an opposite of that too, obviously. Um, so this video, so when I showed the Amber Lynn video, um, I don't want people to think I'm like, making fun of her or not. But there's two ends of the spectrum, and there's a middle ground. On one end, you have Amber Lynn. On the other end, you have Eugenia Cooney. And I veer more towards the Amber Lynn side. I'm a big dude. I'm a fatty. I can't help it. Well, I can help it. And I will. And one of the things is with this amputation, taught me a lesson, dude. Taught me a lesson. And I don't think I've told you guys this before, so I will now. And yeah, I know eventually this has to go too. One thing at a time, guys. One thing at a time. Um, so after practice, um, last season, one of my teammates comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, Rum, what's that?" He goes, "You need to stop being so stubborn. Get your foot taken care of because you're gonna lose it." And he walks away. I was thinking, fuck you, dude. That's what I was thinking at first. I was thinking, fuck you. Dude, I don't want to go to the hospital. I do what I want. I'm not going to lose my foot. And I didn't lose my foot. Came close, though. Real close. And I lost just a toe. That's it. But that's something you can lose. To Amber Lynn, what you're doing is making it so much harder for the blood to circulate adequately to keep you alive. And to Eugenia, what you're doing is just letting your body eat away at itself. Both of you are exactly like how I was. I mean, I'm still big. I still have weight problems. But I'm talking about mind frame wise. You were in the same place mentally as I was. It's not going to happen. That happens to all the other anorexia people, all the other bulimic people, all the other overeaters, all the other people with infections on their feet that don't get them properly addressed. But it doesn't happen to me, right? Until it happens to you. I doubt Eugenia will ever see this video. I doubt Amber will ever see this video. But the point is if you're like them, if you have that mind frame, you're like them, you're going to have that mind frame right to your grave. Because you're going to die. If I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what, everybody else is right, and I'm wrong. Let me do what everyone's been telling me to do. I'm going to tell you a conversation I had with the doctor right before she did the surgery. This was the conversation right before the first video I uploaded telling you guys I was going to have an amputation. She says to me, well, I have to take the toe. And I was like, well, can we just treat it with antibiotics? Can we do something else? Do we have to do it like this? She said, sure. We could treat it with antibiotics, and we could cover the issue up. And then it gets worse. And we'll take your foot in a couple of months. Hell, maybe we'll take below the knee. Maybe we'll take your whole leg. She goes, or maybe or so in a year or so, maybe you'll just be dead. And that's exactly how she said it. People like Amberlynn, Eugenia Cooney, me, when there's a red flag, there's a sign, neon colored sign, blink, dude, like right this in your face. You gotta look at it. You have to look at it. Because if you don't, I mean, everyone's gonna die anyway, but why die because of overeating? Why die because of undereating? Why die because of an infection where I could just have removed and start over? That mind frame that nothing is wrong and it happens to everybody else but you. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I ignored my signs. But maybe if you two ignore yours, maybe nothing will happen to you. That's possible. It's not probable, but it's possible. But is it worth the risk? Is it worth letting yourself die? Letting yourself die. Not just dying, but letting yourself die. There's a difference. You know, in 2 days, I'm going to do something that I might not have had a chance to do ever again. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go to work. Because I chose to do something to make me live. And I'm choosing this year to do something else to make me live longer. But if you're in the mind frame where you want to eat yourself to death or not eat it at all and die that way, I mean, nobody can really stop you. You're going to do what you can do, what you want to do. But if for like a second, just for a second, if you stop and think, this is preventable. But without you changing your mind towards the problems that you have, you're going to die too. You're going to suffer and you're going to die. And that's the kind of life you're going to live. That's the exact kind of life you're going to live. Because you're letting yourself live that way. You may want to. You may just look. Here's the deal: people commit suicide in all different kinds of ways. Suicide by cop, by overeating, undereating, firearms. And I'm not advocating any of those. So overeating or not eating at all, you know, weighing 50 pounds or weighing 500 pounds could be your form of suicide. I don't know this. No, maybe you need to reach out. Because I think at this point it's a little bit more simple than wanting to eat or not wanting to eat. But there's going to be a point in time where it's too late to turn back. I mean, imagine being somebody that jumped off a building and on the last story down you decide, didn't really want to do this. But you already committed, right? You can't stop that. You two, people like you guys, and people like me, we're all the same kind of people. We have to hit a point where we decide, like, we might be at that ledge. I don't know about you guys, man, but I don't want to go off that ledge. I don't want to be stubborn and pretend like this amputation probably wasn't preventable if I weighed 100 pounds less, if I ate a little healthier, if I didn't drink 3 or 4 energy drinks a day. Yeah, I'm being straight up and open with you guys. Straight up and open with you guys. Want to be a little bit more open? Last time I weighed in at the doctor's office, 408 pounds. Yeah. It wasn't that before I had the surgery. I haven't been able to be as active, but that's not an excuse. Because if I had my weight under control, I probably wouldn't have never had this problem. I probably would have healed better if I took better care of myself and ate better and nourished my body better. We probably wouldn't have ever been in this situation. So I wouldn't have put on weight being inactive because I couldn't work, because it wouldn't have happened. It would not have happened. This is my point of no return right here. I'm not willing to cross this threshold anymore. This was it. This is the line in the sand. The question is do you have one? Do you have one? And where is it? Because mine's right here.